I would like to talk about Purim. Purim is the wildest of all the holidays. And if anything requires more study, the study of Purim does. And I'll tell you why. In short, a bad guy in the land of Persia, which is Iran, wanted to kill all the Jews. I guess it's not so different than today. And this bad person became one of the leaders in the government, and he made it legal. In fact, there was a signed affidavit to kill all the Jews. And the plan was set in place, and the people who were going to do the killing were all ready to do it. So, for somehow, this is a very strange twist of events. The king had a wife who was a queen, and he didn't want her anymore, so he killed her. And he made a contest to choose the most beautiful woman who would become the new queen, and somehow a Jewish woman was chosen to be the new queen of the land. Now, through hidden and mysterious ways, all the tables were turned. And it's a long story, but the bad guy got hung along with all of his sons, and the ones who were prepared to kill the Jews went out. In order to live and survive, the Jews had to kill those who were prepared to kill them. And it's not such a pleasant thing to do, but they had no choice. And thus the danger was abated. Because life is a good thing, and survival is a good thing. So to live and to survive is preferable than to die and to not be around anymore. So the Jews celebrate this day every year. It happens in the spring, before the holiday of Pesach, about a month. And so we want to know, how did the Jews celebrate? Well, this is how they do it. First of all, they send gifts to one another. It shows the solidarity that we're in this together, and no man is an island. And so people prepare food, and they give some food to each other, and it just shows that we care about you. They also give money to the poor, because what good is a celebration if you forget about the people who don't have anything? So that's a big part of it too. Another way that we celebrate is to put on costumes, and in the wearing of costumes, almost anything goes. Another commandment is that's placed on the men is to get drunk, because we want to reach another consciousness where we don't even know the difference between good and evil, because God is the one who does know. And it's a very intense type of understanding of this, and that also requires more study. Another way to celebrate during the day of Purim is to have a festive meal, and that's done with great frivolity and joy. And another way that is required of us is to actually read the story of Purim as it's written in the books of the prophets and the writings. So we read the story, and we're required to listen to every word, because we don't want to miss any little detail. Because we see that God intervened in this story, and what's really interesting, when we read the story, there is absolutely no mention of God's name. It means that he was behind the scenes. And in our world, God is often behind the scenes. It's a huge lesson. So if anyone were to look at Jews celebrating the holiday of Purim, they would see bedlam and chaos. And from the outside, it looks just like that. But actually, it's a confirmation of life and joy. and that is essential in to remember how we got to where we are, and to live our lives in joy. And so this will continue, and every year we celebrate the holiday of Purim. And of all the holidays of the Jewish calendar, this holy day will stay with us forever. And it's promised that we will celebrate this, and if you had to choose one holiday to celebrate, this would be the most fun. And so I just bless us all that we celebrate our days in joy. And if we need an extra day to have more joy, that is a great thing. So this is Avraham Moskowitz of the Tehillim cards, and we wish you only good, and in your journey for spiritual advancement.